Tired of your sleep being constantly interrupted by trips to the bathroom? That frustrating need to urinate at night is called nocturia, and it's a common issue, especially as we get older. While it might seem like just a minor annoyance, frequent nighttime urination can seriously disrupt your sleep, leaving you feeling groggy and affecting your overall health. But the good news is, you don't just have to live with it. There are many simple, effective things you can do to manage it. And today, we're going to explore them together. So, what exactly causes us to wake up more often to pee as we age? It's not just one thing. One major factor is a change in hormone production. As we get older, our bodies produce less of a hormone called antidiuretic hormone, or ADH. This hormone's job is to tell our kidneys to hold on to water while we sleep. With less ADH, the kidneys produce more urine overnight, filling up your bladder and sending you running to the bathroom. Another reason is a change in bladder capacity. The bladder is a muscle, and like other muscles, it can lose some of its elasticity over time. This means it can't hold as much urine as it used to, so it fills up faster and signals the need to go more frequently. For men, an enlarged prostate, a common condition called benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, can also be a major contributor. The enlarged prostate can press on the urethra, making it difficult to fully empty the bladder, which leads to more frequent urges to urinate, day and night. Lifestyle habits also play a huge role. What and when you drink is probably the most obvious one. Guzzling a large glass of water right before bed is a surefire way to guarantee a midnight bathroom trip. But it's not just water. Drinks containing caffeine or alcohol are diuretics, meaning they make your body produce more urine. So that evening cup of coffee or glass of wine could be the culprit behind your disrupted sleep. Certain medical conditions can also contribute to nocturia. Things like urinary tract infections, diabetes, and even sleep apnea can all increase nighttime urination. With sleep apnea, for example, the pauses in breathing can trigger the release of a substance that tells your kidneys to excrete more sodium and water. It's always a good idea to chat with your doctor to rule out any underlying health issues. Now let's talk about solutions, because there are plenty. We'll start with some simple yet powerful lifestyle adjustments. First up, managing your fluid intake. Try to drink most of your fluids earlier in the day and start tapering off a few hours before bedtime. This doesn't mean you should dehydrate yourself. Just be more strategic. Swap that evening's soda or tea for a small sip of water if you're thirsty. Timing is everything. Make a habit of using the bathroom right before you get into bed. This is called double voiding. After you urinate, wait a minute or two and try to go again. This can help ensure your bladder is as empty as possible before you settle in for the night. Another simple but effective trick is to elevate your legs for an hour or so before you go to sleep. If you have swelling in your ankles or lower legs, that's extra fluid that your body will try to process once you lie down flat. By elevating your legs, you help that fluid move back into your bloodstream earlier in the evening, so you can urinate it out before you go to bed, not in the middle of the night. Now let us get to a really interesting part. The surprising foods that can either help or hinder your efforts to get a full night's sleep. You might be shocked to learn that your diet can have a direct impact on how often you wake up. Let's start with the foods you might want to limit, especially in the evening. Spicy foods can be a big trigger for some people. They can irritate the bladder lining, leading to a more urgent need to go. The same goes for highly acidic foods like tomatoes, citrus fruits, and their juices. If you love spaghetti with marinara sauce, maybe consider having it for lunch instead of a late dinner. Chocolate is another one to watch out for. I know it's a tough one, but chocolate contains caffeine, which, as we know, is a diuretic. So that little piece of dark chocolate after dinner might be contributing to your nighttime bathroom visits. Artificial sweeteners found in many diet or sugar-free products can also irritate the bladder in some individuals. Now for the good news. What foods can actually help? Let's talk about foods rich in magnesium. Magnesium is a miracle mineral that plays a role in muscle function, and that includes the bladder muscle. It can help reduce bladder muscle spasms, leading to less urgency. Foods high in magnesium include pumpkin seeds, almonds, spinach, and avocados. A handful of pumpkin seeds in the afternoon could be a great bladder-friendly snack. Foods high in potassium can also be beneficial, as they help the body maintain a proper fluid balance. Bananas, sweet potatoes, and white beans are excellent sources. Incorporating these into your daily diet can support overall kidney and bladder health. Let's also consider foods with anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic inflammation can irritate the urinary tract. Foods like berries, fatty fish like salmon, and leafy greens can help combat inflammation throughout your body, including your bladder. And don't forget about fiber. Constipation can put extra pressure on your bladder, making you feel like you have to go more often. A high-fiber diet with plenty of whole grains, fruits, and vegetables helps keep you regular, which can indirectly relieve pressure on your bladder. Just remember to drink enough water throughout the day when you increase your fiber intake to avoid making constipation worse. So, to recap the dietary tips, try to avoid spicy foods, acidic foods like tomatoes and citrus, and caffeine-rich items like chocolate and coffee in the evening. Instead, focus on incorporating magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds and almonds, potassium-rich foods like bananas, and plenty of fiber from whole grains and vegetables into your daily routine. Beyond diet, creating a sleep-friendly environment is crucial. Make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool. Avoid screens like your phone or TV for at least an hour before bed, as the blue light can interfere with your body's production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. A good night's sleep makes you less likely to wake up from minor bladder signals. Sometimes, simple exercises can make a world of difference. Pelvic floor exercises, also known as Kegels, are fantastic for both men and women. These exercises strengthen the muscles that support the bladder and help control urination. Imagine you're trying to stop the flow of urine midstream. Those are the muscles you want to work. Squeeze them for a few seconds, then relax. Doing a few sets of these every day can significantly improve your bladder control over time. You can do them anywhere, anytime, and nobody will even know. It's also important to be safe during those nighttime trips to the bathroom. Keep a clear path from your bed to the bathroom. A nightlight can be incredibly helpful to prevent trips and falls in the dark. Having a stable grab bar near the toilet can also provide extra support and safety. Remember, while these tips can be incredibly effective, it's essential to talk to your doctor about your nocturia. They can help you determine the specific cause and rule out any underlying medical conditions that might need treatment. They can also review any medications you're taking, as some can have side effects that increase urination. Don't be embarrassed to bring it up. It's an incredibly common issue, and your doctor is there to help. Managing nocturia is all about taking a holistic approach. It's about being mindful of your fluid intake, making smart dietary choices, strengthening your pelvic floor, and optimizing your sleep environment. It might take a little trial and error to figure out what works best for you, but by making these small, consistent changes, you can significantly reduce those disruptive nighttime bathroom trips. Imagine waking up feeling refreshed and energized after a full, uninterrupted night of sleep. It's not just a dream, it's an achievable goal. By taking control of your daily habits, you can reclaim your nights and improve your quality of life. Start with 1 or 2 of these tips today. Maybe it's swapping your evening tea for a glass of water earlier in the day, or adding a handful of almonds to your afternoon snack. Every small step counts. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this information helpful and feel empowered to make some positive changes. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content on living a healthy and vibrant life, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. We'd love to have you as part of our community. Sweet dreams and sleep well.